Mr. Kennedy, and he has a lot to say to everyone out there watching. He's going to be on Wrestling with Savage. Stop yelling so much. Why are you yelling? Why are you yelling? I'm excited. You're watching this. This is Mr. Kennedy taking a chop from Savage. He just gave me a nice stiff one. Nice stiff one. Oh. Solid. So I appreciate you, brother.
You're watching Wrestling with Savage, the best late night wrestling show in the world.
I say you are listening to Wrestling with Savage, the best podcast in the history of podcasts.
Pedigree, 1, 2, 3, Brian say you live by the champ. Her last ride straight to hell, a tombstone, a choke slam. Here to give it to you raw. This is Wrestling with Savage, SmackDown. Hold the title, this is Wrestling with Savage. Raw.
Because they are the best tag team in the world. Tag team.
Be my honor to be a guest on your show.
Christmas fully ranked. Good job, Savage. It's the best town in pro wrestling. Take that fucking Raw, man. Raw, fuck.
It's MDK and Wrestle with Savage all fucking day.
Okay. What we got over here?
Well, what do we got over here? Have your cake and eat it too.
Look at Eddie.
Pedigree, 1, 2, 3, Brian say you live by the champ. Her last ride straight to hell, a tombstone, a choke slam. Here to give it to you raw. This is Wrestling with Savage, SmackDown. Hold the title, this is Wrestling with Savage.
Wrestling with Savage begins now. Yes, what's going on, everybody? Wrestling with Savage does begin now. I'm going to bring in Anthony, I'm going to bring in Lewis, and we're going to get right into the show. We're going to be breaking down Monday Night Raw, Raw 30. But before we do any of that, let's just get a little bit into last week's weekly winner. I'm not even going to waste any time. Last week's weekly winner for me was, again, Dynamite. Best show of the week, best matches of the week, and probably the best storylines. I love that segment with MJF and Brian Cage. Sets up a lot of interesting things to happen. I'll go to Anthony. What was your weekly winner last week?
It's a tie between Theory and Rollins.
What the fuck does that have to do with Monday Night Raw, NXT, or AEW? Man?
Oh, I don't know.
On the screen, you don't see it says weekly winner, and then underneath it, there's the fucking 3 names of shows. Is this your first fucking rodeo? I'm sick as a dog, so I don't want to hear any excuses tonight. Just pick a fucking show, or you can say skip. They all sucked. I don't care. I don't really care tonight. I don't. I'm in one of those rare moods tonight, man.
No, I'm gonna go Dynamite.
All right, he's going Dynamite. How about you, Lewis?
I'm not gonna lie. I only watched Raw, so I can't really.
Your weekly winner is Raw, then, because that's.
I guess by default.
All right, real quick, if anybody gives a shit, I'll give you the quick results on SmackDown. Oh, wait, I don't know the results because I didn't watch it, but here's some fucking screenshots, and you can figure it out for your goddamn self. You got Sheamus kicking someone's ass. There he's continuing to kick ass. Obviously, Drew McIntyre won because he's posing. You have LA Knight with the Howdy Doody and fucking Bray Wyatt and the Firefly shit show. You have the Queen of Wrestling, Charlotte Flair, obviously doing what Charlotte does. I think Sonya Deville came out and interrupted her. I'm not sure exactly what happened after that. I believe Imperium had a tag team match. I think they won. And Los Lotharios also had a match against Maximum Male Models. And we know who won that match, obviously. That's like obvious, right? We don't even have to ask that shit. Yeah, you had the Bloodline come out doing what the Bloodline does. Just sitting in the ring talking more fucking shit. 2 years of this shit. I'm pretty much over it. I can't wait till somebody ends this. KO comes out. He tried to end it. Stunning people, beating people up. Whoop-de-doo. Let's get back to Monday Night Raw. Tonight was Raw 30. And they promised a lot of legends. I guess I kicked Anthony out. We bring him back. I was going to say. I bring him back. I clicked the wrong button, man. We got comments here. We got people in the chat. What's up, Steven, Mick? I appreciate you. Steven says Dynamite was the weekly winner, and Drew and Sheamus showing you cheap shot. Charlotte. Yeah, that's right. She did mention that on Raw tonight. And we got Jay and we got Gilch in the house. So I guess we can go back to the weekly winner. We can go back to the weekly winner. Jay just left, I guess. I don't know what's wrong with him. How about you, Gilch? Did you have a weekly winner from last week?
I'm going to go... shit. I enjoyed Dynamite. I'll go Dynamite.
He's going Dynamite. All right. No, we don't care what Jay thinks. He's gone. But tonight was Raw 30. Raw 30 was live from the Wells Fargo Center in Philadelphia. And who do you think's going to open up Raw 30? We're going to get into that in a moment. But in the meantime, let's just take a couple of pictures. Look at some pictures of what they were showing us all week long. You see the pictures of all the legends they were promoting. By the way, did anybody notice the Billa Twins? I didn't see them tonight.
No.
So they promoted Billa Twins, but there was no Billa Twin sightings.
Wait a minute. They might have been in that
poker game?
little. Yeah.
I didn't see them. I looked pretty well. I got some screenshots of there. But, you know, if you missed them on Monday Night Raw, luckily for you, Ash, as soon as Monday Night Raw ends, you can watch Barmageddon, and you can watch Nikki Bella and some other fucking musicians, you know, I guess play random weird bar games, if that's your thing. Did we see this guy tonight? No. And I told everybody, I don't know what you're thinking. The Rock ain't coming back. He ain't coming back for Mania. He's not coming back for Raw. He don't give a shit. He's too busy. He's too busy making money, making movies, making tequila, making fucking NFL, XFL, whatever the fuck. Gilch, were you really expecting to see this man?
No.
How about you, Aunt Lewis? Anybody actually expecting to see this man?
No.
We saw these two guys, though. I like that picture of Undertaker. Looks like he's taking a shit.
That was my favorite Undertaker that I've ever. That gimmick that he came out with tonight.
You know what's funny? And I'm not the biggest badass fan, but I thought for tonight and the way the segment was done, I thought it was perfect.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm glad you fuckers can't wait till we get to the actual screenshot of what the fuck you're talking about, but it's okay. Let's just keep it moving. More legends on Raw. Godfather, we definitely saw confirmation of. Only reason I mentioned the Nikki Bellas right away is because that's the only screenshot I have of them for this slideshow, because we didn't see them the rest of the night, or at least I didn't. So if anybody in the comments, which apparently we have a lot of comments, I guess we can get into them. We have Chop City Wrestling over here. Jesus, this show is bad. I might pin your comment. I'm going to get back to your comment later tonight. They got pulled. Okay. Hi, Mick. Hi, Mick. No Billas, but we got Alundra Blaze and Mick Thomason. Yes, you are here. And yes, what's up? What's up is Monday Night fucking Raw. Legends Night. Raw's 30 years old. Blah, blah, blah. This was another promotional. And here I didn't like that they showed Brock Lesnar because he wasn't booked at all, but yet somebody leaked it that he was going to be there, I guess. So this picture did get out there. This guy obviously wasn't on Monday Night Raw.
That's not Brock.
That's not Brock. That's Bully Ray. And, considering Devon just got released, I can understand why they weren't on Raw. But it kind of bothers me a little bit because the Dudley Boys do have some iconic moments in Monday Night Raw history. I mean, they just do. So many moments with the Hardy Boys, with Edge and Christian, with Mae Young. So, I would have liked to see them tonight, but whatever. It's okay. I'm not going to make a big deal about it. But we definitely didn't get these two guys. We definitely didn't get the greatest rivalry in the history of professional wrestling. We definitely didn't. But we got Jay here. And Jay, since you're back, real quick, I'm going to go to you 1 second since you're here. What the hell was your weekly winner, man?
None.
I like it. That's fantastic. That's the best answer I've ever heard you say. Do you have a reason why there's none?
No good content for me, man.
No good content. Well, that continues tonight because everybody was expecting to see Stone Cold Steve Austin. Everybody was expecting to see The Rock. And that's not true. Not everybody, but a lot of people were expecting to see The Rock and Austin. We didn't get that tonight. And to me, this is the greatest rivalry in the history of Monday Night Raw. I had told you guys earlier, if you could come up with like two or three of your favorite Raw moments later in the night, you guys can all share them as we get through this show. But again, no Rock, no Stone Cold. So if you're here for that, I'm sorry to break your little heart. It's not going to happen. Raw is 30 years old, and it's going to turn 30 without The Rock, without Stone Cold, without a lot of legends, man. But who kicked off Raw? Oh, by the way, this Saturday, I am doing a Royal Rumble live play-by-play. Jay's going to be in studio. We'll be doing that. Anthony might be here. We'll see how we're going to make it work, but it's going to be fun. All right, so if you want to watch the Rumble and listen to some Savage commentary along with it, by Saturday I will be drinking my tea, taking my medicine, saying my prayers, and taking my vitamins. So I should be feeling a lot better. I don't even know how I'm able to have any energy right now. I literally feel like a cast member of The Walking Dead. But I digress. Let's get into Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, where Raw is coming to you live from. And who kicks it off? None other than Hulk Hogan, who obviously has a microphone in his hand that doesn't work. You see the producer or the executive assistant or some douchebag that works there tried to stay off camera, but that guy couldn't do it. He couldn't stay off camera. We caught his ass, and we see him hand Hogan another mic. You barely heard anything he was saying. It didn't even sound like he got a pop. Am I wrong there, Gilch? Did you hear a pop for Hollywood Hulk Hogan?
A little bit. I mean, but not a Hogan style pop.
I don't think he's too popular in Philadelphia because he definitely didn't compete in no ECW. How about you, Lewis? How was the ovation for Hulk Hogan?
I don't think anyone cared. It's not a. I think at this point, Hulk Hogan is one of those like, they'll come and use him as an attraction, but people, just because of his history recently, they just don't care.
Yeah, no, I agree. You could see it tonight. I agree with Gianna. Hogan had no reason to be there. He's been on so many other parts. He was better off just being in the back, maybe doing segment like with a poker game or something like that. He didn't have to kick off Raw. In my opinion, Hogan was never even a big part of fucking Raw. When Raw started, there was no real Hogan there anymore. He was already gone. He was on to WCW. That's why they started Raw, so they could compete with WCW. So to him, to come out and say Raw 30, this and that, come on, you weren't even there from day one. Undertaker, though, was. Undertaker was on the first Monday Night Raw. I believe he had a squash match against somebody. But here's some pictures of Monday Night Raw over the years. And whoever's making that noise with their microphone, man, please make it stop.
Sorry.
Sounds like fucking AIDS formulating in a bottle and it's trying to be shoved into my fucking ear canal. And I can't deal with it. Here's another shot live from the Manhattan Center, better known as the Hammerstein Ballroom. Fantastic venue. If you've never seen a show from there, highly recommend you pick up some tickets and head on over. Great show. So we're going to start off Monday Night Raw with the trial of Sami Zayn. I'm going to go right to Jay. Roman Reigns comes out. He's here with Paul Heyman. He's here with the Usos. There's a little picture I found on the internet. The tribal court for Sami Zayn. Jay, I'll go to you. What did you think of this shit?
That's like you called it, shit. But think about it like this. It's getting Sami Zayn way over. Crowd's loving him. I wouldn't mind him being one of the top 3 Royal Rumble. That's just me, but it's working for Sami. I think it was inappropriate. I think you and me spoke about this. I was really looking forward to the acknowledgement ceremony with Alpha Jr. and all the Baltimore family. I was really looking forward to that. This was just all across the board.
I did not like this trial at all. It's just more of the same for me, just drawn out. I already know what's going to happen. I love Sami Zayn. Toto Atam, glad you're here, and I'm glad you loved the trial. It was mildly entertaining for me. They were trying to show evidence that Sami Zayn was being a douchebag the whole time he was in the bloodline. They tried showing different things, and then Jay came to his defense and said, nah, Jay, he's my boy, that's my dog. Here's some evidence of him trying to actually help us. And, somehow, some way he gets out of trouble. He gets out of trouble, I don't like it, though. For me, it didn't do nothing for me. How about you, Lewis?
Of course. Honestly, I love this segment. I think that, they started off, they have all the evidence of Sami Zayn. Oh my God, how do I say this? They say he's now with the bloodline. They show all the evidence that he's, somehow against them and all this stuff. But then we get to the Jay Uso moment, and we know the history between the two of them. Like, Jay hated Sami, so for him to come and help him with this, to me, was like the big blow off of this.
Okay. Gil, how about you? You got anything on this?
I enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty funny. It was like my comedy skit for the night. Outside of that, I mean, it is what it is.
How about you, Anthony? Did you love it as well?
Yeah.
Of course you did. Yeah. Of course you did. All you bloodline ones out there, throw your little ones up in the air because that shit's all coming over fucking real soon, and I can't wait to see it. I can't wait for it to be over. Just like someone else said later tonight, which we'll get into it, man. He has held this title hostage for 2 years. In my opinion, whose mic is this? What is happening tonight? What is happening tonight?
No TV on.
What are we doing here? Jesus fucking Christ. Mother and Mary, Joseph, Ross sucks, and now the stream has to suck too? Come on, man. It's probably Jay. Jay's got a drink. I don't know what he's drinking. Anyway, Roman Reigns was convinced that Sami was a piece of shit. Jay comes to his defense right there. Basically, Roman finds Sami not guilty for now, but he tells Roman that he better make us proud tonight, and he doesn't want to see him after tonight till Saturday. He makes that very clear. And then we're going to go right into the opening match. couple of more screenshots that you see. Sammy looks stoned as fuck right there. I don't know about you guys saying. Sammy looks really fucking high right there. Might be. So we have the commentary team about to tell us about the opening match. They're showing us more legends that are going to be there. But here's the opening match of the night. We have the Usos versus Judgment Day, Dom and Damian Priest. And all week long, a lot of people have been talking about this, speculating that we were going to get new tag team champions tonight. Usos versus the Judgment Day for the Raw Tag Team Championships. The Judgment Day were off to a strong start, working Jimmy Uso with quick tags and a double team. Sammy was doing his best to hype up the Usos as they fought back, but Damian Priest is too strong, landing tough right hands. Both shots to the Usos, running hip attacks into a broken arrow. Damian with his own super kick and a running over the top high-risk attack that takes out both the Usos. Finn then trips up Jay. He gets ejected from ringside. Damian kicks out of the frog splash from Jimmy. Way too many super kicks in this match, by the way. Like, way too many super kicks. Jimmy Uso seems to be hurt. The ref puts up the X. Sammy takes his place. They hit the 1D, and they end up retaining the tag team championships. Roman makes it clear he does not want to see Sammy until Saturday. Here's some shots of the action earlier tonight. Who wants to get the first call on this match? Any volunteers? Does anybody care? Anthony's going to take it. What you got for us, Anthony Loves Wrestling?
It was a fun match for me. I mean, I thought the way they played it for Sammy was great because it goes to show where his allegiance lies with the bloodline, because there's all this turmoil going on. Like, is Sammy a part of us? Is Sammy with us? Is Sammy with us? To me, you got the proof tonight.
Okay, I guess so. How about you, Jay? You got anything on this one?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really enjoy it. I think it was unnecessary. I thought it was a filler, especially with the storyline of the Uso getting hurt, jumping off. I don't know if that was Jimmy or Jay, whichever one. Maybe Jimmy, right? So, I don't know. I just think it's all unnecessary. You don't need to do all this. Sammy's getting over as is if you did not see the opening of Raw. So, there's no need for this at all. I didn't really enjoy it.
All right, let me bring in the next bloodline mark. And whoever's got me playing on in the background, I don't know what I'm going to do, but I want to chop somebody really fucking hard before I go to bed tonight. Here's the next bloodline mark right here. Bloodline mark, what did you think of this match?
I'm sorry, what match are we talking about? I zoned out for a second. I'm like,
there's the 1D.
That one. I liked it. I thought it was a little fun little match. You know, it's kind of all about all I got for it.
Gilch, you have anything to add to this? Because I see you're wearing the Acclaimed gear tonight, so I don't know how excited.
Wrong
about Raw
show,
you were.
Gilch. Wrong show.
Nah, he's an AEW guy. He's got AEW in his blood, man.
He's scissoring over on Wednesdays.
All right, let's keep the night rolling on, man. Now we get into this next segment. You got Corbin, you got JBL, you got Ron Simmons, you got the Godfather. They're trying to get into the APA poker game. Apparently, Corbin's not on the list, but they find an exception for him because he pulls out a wad of cash, and they let him in. There's a little shot of the poker game. I don't see Nikki Bella anywhere. I don't see any of the Bella twins. I believe is that Alundra Blaze right there sitting down at the table next to DDP?
Yeah.
And then we also have Johnny Gargano in the background with Dexter Loomis. We have
Great
Alpha
usage of
Academy.
them.
What's up?
Said great usage of them tonight, Dexter and Johnny. You know.
Oh yeah, I mean honestly,
really using strong.
I enjoyed this more than anything I've seen from them in the last few weeks. So I'll say that. But then we see this guy.
Yeah.
LA Knight. Was this his Raw debut, by the way?
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah.
Pretty awesome. So what are we getting here? Is this an indicator? Because we saw Bray tonight too. This was Bray's first Raw, right?
They only put him on the show because of the whole storyline with him and Bray, obviously, and they just wanted to involve. Taker and Bray in this whole thing. I thought it was great though.
You know what I think? I think I'm being hacked right now. I think someone's hacking me. As we're live.
It's funny because I'm usually the culprit, so I keep looking at it, and my TV's on 0 volume. I know it.
I'm on mute.
Not me.
I don't know, but we got LA Knight. He's making his debut on Monday Night Raw tonight. He comes out, he's talking some trash. He's talking about the Firefly Funhouse, calls out Bray, but instead, we get another surprise. Instead of Bray Wyatt, we get this man. We get the American Badass, which we haven't seen on TV for a long time. American Badass comes out.
What's going on?
Like that. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Someone's a jerk off. That's what's going on, but we don't know who, because no one's going to come out and straight up say it. It's got to be someone.
Not me.
I don't know. Either that or I'm being hacked. One of the, it's one of the two.
Is it Rick Recon?
It's an open sound
Enzo?
being played.
It might be Rick Recon, but here was my favorite moment of the night. I don't know about all you guys with the Bloodline and the trial. In my opinion, the Bloodline never needed anything other than themselves. But for some reason, we got Sammy thrown in the mix. Yes, it ended up getting viral and popular, but I'm over it, guys. I want to see Sammy just go on his own ASAP with Kevin Owens, become a champion, do whatever. I don't know. But this, to me, was my favorite moment of the night. I really enjoyed watching The Undertaker and Bray Wyatt have that moment. Now, this was my next thing we're going to get into, but before we do that, does anybody have anything to say about Undertaker tonight? American Badass making his return to Monday Night Raw. Was it necessary?
Hey, but I'm gonna let everybody, because I know there's Taker fans here, so I'm gonna let all y'all Taker fans go first.
What can you possibly say bad about this guy? 75 years old, coming out.
This was the most disappointing thing that I seen from the Undertaker. But
100 years old already, bro.
But this was also one of the greatest promo segments in LA Knight's career.
Yeah.
Tonight.
Oh yeah, dude! This was a big
with Undertaker and Bray Wyatt. Oh my God, they had stage of words, stare down. Listen, I could wipe my ass with toilet paper right now, right? I could give two shits about that. The point was that LA Knight stole the goddamn show. Once he got on the mic, he had the crowd in the palm of his hand as soon as he spoke. Yeah. He basically had it. I was even looking forward to a little tease with him and Undertaker, even if he was that American Badass, which I wish that we didn't see. We need to see the Phenom, man. It's 30 fucking years.
But how many times?
Man?
How many times are you going to do that on a? How many times are you going to do that on a show on a Raw?
Hey, we could do it. You know what we got to do, Anthony? We got to cut all the poker segments on tonight's Raw, and then we could fit it in. But overall, I wish we saw the Phenom. Great promo, great segment by LA Knight. Stole the whole goddamn show to me tonight.
I don't even know what's happening anymore. My brain is in another world right now. I liked seeing it. It was nice. It was a different mix-up. Is it necessary? No. But I like the moment and the transition of, like, you know, that's why he didn't come out as Undertaker anymore. Because he's no longer the dead man. That shit is retired. It's over. And by him coming out with Bray Wyatt there and then whispering in his ear, God knows what he said. He could have said anything to him. He could have said, my leg hurts, my back hurts, I'm about to fart, I got gas. Or maybe he would have said to him, you know what? This is your show now. And then left. Whatever. It's up to see, exactly. I think I'm hacked right now. Somebody is making comments as me.
Ooh.
I'm sorry.
Is that you?
Yeah. I thought I was making them as me, and I was so confused why my chat wasn't coming up.
I'm wondering,
difficulty.
How are you logged in as me? From where?
I don't know. I just followed the link he sent me. That's all I did.
No, is that a chat that you're making in the actual comments in the stream yards thing, though?
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Yeah, that's strange. That's why I was thinking I'm getting hacked over here, because I was like, I'm not making comments. I don't know who is. I'm thinking someone's hacking my life away.
I just made my own account, and then that's it. We'll figure it out.
But I agree with Jay. LA Knight did look phenomenal tonight. And he got put in the ring with Undertaker and Bray Wyatt. He's having a match with Bray Wyatt at the Royal Rumble. So only big things happen for LA Knight in the future. I was upset tonight with this, okay? We're supposed to get a match right now. Steel cage match. Becky Lynch versus Bayley. Damage Control then attack Becky before the match even starts. They lock themselves in the cage with Becky. They're beating her ass down as Adam Pearce is trying to get into the cage. I guess this match is not taking place. So I was pretty upset that we wasted 30 minutes on the trial of Sami fucking Zayn and couldn't give us 15 minutes for this match. I was looking forward to this match, and we didn't get it. Does anybody care? It doesn't look like it.
I mean, I think they cut the wrong match, honestly.
I agree. I was looking forward to a straight-up one-on-one fight between Becky Lynch and Bayley in a steel cage.
Real quick, though, the main event was bullshit. with how they worked that.
We'll get there.
Yeah, I got my own things to say about it. Nothing with the match, just the way they worked the TV shit.
I don't know what he said to him, Total What Tom. I took some guesses over there. I mean, you can take some guesses too. But I agree with Steven Chambers, man. Way too much time on that trial. Stupidity that has nothing to do with professional wrestling. Monday Night Raw was a show that started about professional wrestling. When Monday Night Raw first started 30 years ago, there wasn't 15 different segments with bullshit. You got like a lot of matches, match after match. Ding, ding, wrestlers coming out wrestling. Ding, ding, winner, loser. Ding, ding, new match. And it keeps going. Did we get that tonight? What was the last time we've even gotten to that on Monday Night Raw? It's become so commercial, muckety-muck fucking garbage. And all you bloodline marks out there are making it worse for us because you're putting your stupid ones in the air and then they think this shit is acceptable and they keep giving it to us. You're such a mark, Lewis. I'm so sick of it. I hate the bloodline. I can't wait till Roman Reigns fucking loses. He's not even the tribal chief.
Can us bloodline marks just enjoy this while it lasts?
To be fair, the Bloodline has never pinned Simon Diamond at the Elks Lodge in 2001, but Hardcore Jack Sabbath has. So.
Whatever, man. Here's the shitty fucking steel cage match that we got. You see them. He opens the door and then they decide to climb out of the cage, which absolutely makes no sense. Why even climb out of the cage? And then we go to this segment. And I'll admit it, this segment was actually kind of funny. You have DX with Kurt Angle. They're using him to replace Billy Gunn. You know, he goes on to say, you know, the badass Billy. Kurt, what the hell are you doing here? He's like, I always wanted to be in DX. And then they get interrupted by Imperium. Imperium comes out, and they're not liking anything that DX is doing. They're saying DX is making a mockery of this sport, and Imperium is here to kick you out of our ring. Triple H goes on to say that he's retired. HBK says he's too old. X-Pac says shin splints. Road Dogg says, I'm good. And Kurt is like, there's no way that I'm fighting. Out comes Seth freaking Rollins to save the day. And this is going to set up a tag team match momentarily. But only one man can set up this tag team match. And that guy is Teddy Long. He's going to come out here and set up a match between Imperium, Seth Rollins, and the Street Profits. You see the Profits there in the ring right now. And Jerry the King Lawler obviously got paid well enough to show up to Philadelphia to do this show. And there he is joining commentary. And he was really going in on Vic Joseph. He's saying, I don't think this guy's going to be here for Raw 31. Kind of agree with him. We have this tag team match. This was a okay match. It did more of a good job to make the Profits and Rollins look good. Imperium ended up looking like shit. You got Gunther over there getting pedigreed. Montez with a splash on, I believe that's Vinci. And then Rollins with a curb stomp, and they're going to pick up the 1, 2, 3. I mean, did Kurt Angle even bend down to count to 3?
No, his knees are shot.
This guy called no, he was literally standing in the corner the whole time. The only time he looked excited was when Seth Rollins did the Olympic slam. You see Kurt going, yeah, it was great. I don't know. Does anybody have any comments on this?
This is by far the most embarrassing segment I see from DX and Kurt Angle. I'm going to say this right now one more time. This is the
Do you not realize
segment that I have seen? This is a waste.
Hold on,
guys.
Hold on.
I'm retired. I can't fight. I can't this. I can't that. I can't.
I think he made Anthony Scouse out.
And is it me? Or tonight Kurt Angle looked extremely lost throughout the entire segment?
Yeah. I told that in the chat.
I was going to say, to be fair, he always looks like that. If you really meet him, he always looks lost.
But I'm so sick of it. I'm sick of these Raw 30 shows, the Raw... Who cares? Who cares?
I can't believe I'm going to say this. I think I might miss, which was also really bad, Raw 20.
Who cares about Raw 20 either? Do you see the NBA or the NFL stuff out every fucking year? They have a new year? No, they have a season. The people play. They have games. They have playoffs. There's winners and there's losers.
Here's the difference. Here's the difference in Raw 20 and Raw 30. Raw 30 was a waste of fucking 30 minutes of Sami Zayn in a court that wasn't even a court. And Raw 20 had a champion fighting, the WWE champion fighting on live TV.
He says, who cares about your mama? I guess that could be Jack. I don't know. Lewis, you live in your mom's basement, kid.
Definitely Jack.
It's fucked up, man.
It's either Jack or one of my other coworkers.
I don't know.
Probably
It looks like Anthony couldn't handle Jay anymore tonight.
Anthony couldn't take it. He's a big Kurt Angle fan. Please leave him alone. Please.
He might come back. Anthony, you're more than welcome to come back. You have the link. But I agree with Jay, man. This shit is an embarrassment. These guys have no business being in the ring anymore. Let their, you know.
My whole thing with WWE as a whole, I'm gonna be real right now, is that they have legends that they could get, but they know that there's other legends out there. I'll tell you a guy who started fucking Raw. You want to be real? How about Lex Luger? Why we can't get Lex Luger on Monday Night Raw?
Might be a mobility thing.
Nah. I don't think so.
Wouldn't it be nice to see a video package on the screen?
I definitely think they did a lack of showing the history of Raw. Like, the pictures were one thing, but I felt like they should have done, like, those recap videos that they used to do.
Good point.
You know, like, but, like, throughout the day, started in the 90s, like, the early 90s, late 90s. Like,
Guys, we pay for the Peacock Network. USA has plenty of days that they will take anything WWE gives them to put on the air. Make a whole 3-hour special for Monday Night Raw on a separate day on the Peacock Network that everybody can go back and watch and say, oh shit, yeah, the Raw's 30 years old. Let's go through the history for all the big nerds and fans of the same fucking people we've been cheering for 40 years. I am so sick of them relying on legends to just get ratings instead of focusing on stars. No Johnny Gargano, no Dexter Lumis. All right?
Yeah, but
here it comes.
I hear you. But it's a 30th anniversary show. I mean, I was waiting to tune in tonight to be like a nostalgia mark, the DX funny segment. Like, I was ready. Like, mark me out for all that shit tonight, and I was good to go.
This might be the best comment I ever heard in my life. It's like, yo, Jay, is your hair sprayed on? Is Jackson rare form tonight?
Jack doesn't care.
No, he don't give a fuck.
He don't give a fuck.
And, yeah, they didn't really show any CM Punk tonight. But that's the other thing. Like, I get what you're saying, Gilch. You like the nostalgia part. And if I wasn't so sick like a dog, maybe I would have cared a little bit more about it tonight. I think I'm being biased because it was a tough watch for me tonight. I don't feel good, number one. And I'm watching all this crap. And I don't like any of it tonight, except that one part with Undertaker.
You know, there's a lot of Hall of Fame legends you could use. I mean, I haven't seen D'Lo on TV in quite some time. Why we can't get D'Lo and Godfather together? I don't get it.
What's going on tonight in this
Yeah,
show?
Farouk, right?
Chat.
I love this chat.
I don't know what's going on anymore.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, these guys are all fucking wild.
Oh, my God.
I don't even, like, I made one comment. I don't even want to make another comment in that chat because I don't want to start anything with this.
No, we're not going into that conversation. I don't care about Republicans or Democrats. I care about Republicans and Democrats less than I care about the bloodline. Let's just put it there, man. And absolutely, Toto Tom. It's always a ratings grab, and I'm sick of it. You have so many talented people there that don't get ring time. And then, like I said, that match between Becky and Bayley, the fact that I had to wait 40-something minutes for the match to start, for it to not even happen. I'm watching a wrestling show, and I'm waiting to see wrestling.
You know
it
what
doesn't
it is?
happen.
There are talented people back there, but I can't put them on the show. I'm going to be real. Yeah.
I don't know what's going on in the chat.
Imagine we got like the Hurricane and Molly Holly doing their little thing. They both work for WWE. That would have been
all
fun.
right. I'll give you guys all a chance right now. All right, Raw 30. Who's the one superstar that could have came out besides Stone Cold and The Rock?
Stone Cold.
No.
Besides. It's him.
Well, obviously,
we know the relationship's good. He's there at WrestleMania. We know he's good and good. He could
obviously. We
how
know
much better? How much better would you have graded? Like, I don't want to say graded, but how much better would you have enjoyed it if instead of Brock at the end, it was Stone Cold glass breaking coming out, just stunning everyone and leaving?
We would have loved it, but that would have been great. But no, we didn't get that. We got Vince's boy coming back because whenever Vince comes back, Brock comes back. That's just the way it goes. That's what you saw tonight. But we're not even there yet, man. We're already fucking ruining the show. There's Seth Rollins doing the curb stomp. Seth Rollins at least looked good tonight. No offense, to anybody else, but Seth Rollins did his thing. Montez Dawkins looked great. Here's two other guys that look okay. The $1 Million Man and IRS, who goes ahead and tells him that you got to pay your taxes. He steals all their money, puts it in a suitcase, leaves them with $100, which is kind of messed up. We see a segment with MVP Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley basically told him, I don't need you. I don't want you. Don't come out there. Blah, 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 blah. Well, obviously, you were fucking wrong, Bobby. We'll get to that later. We're going to get to the women's champion now. Oh, here's this guy. What a suit, by the way, guys. Did you guys all like Ric Flair's suit tonight?
I didn't like Ric Flair tonight.
You didn't like Ric Flair tonight?
I don't like Ric Flair.
Let's take a look at this
Does
picture.
nothing for me.
Do you see what you're seeing in this picture right here? What do you see? Tell me what you see. And Jenna Tolls. Where's Chris Benoit? He's in the ground. Rotting away. Exactly where he is. But in this picture, Jay, I'm going to go to you. What do you see when you see this picture?
Waste of a segment. Waste of a segment.
God, that's fucking harsh. Gilch, what do you see when you see this picture?
It should have so much more meaning, and I just feel like I didn't get that. I don't know.
Okay, Lewis, do you see anything in this picture?
Two people that I've been asking to be off my TV for years.
Goddamn. Well, yeah, that may be so, but you saw like the biggest collection of titles in the history of humanity between two humans. That's what that is. Just want to make sure we clear that up. Charlotte Flair's going to come out, talk shit. Bianca's going to come out. She's going to talk some shit saying, Bianca says, this is my show. Then Sonya Deville comes out and says, you had to fly your daddy out here just to give you an entrance on a show that you're not even wanted at. And then she goes and tells Bianca, you think people tune into Raw for you? Do you really think people tune into Raw for you? Now, this was my absolute favorite part of the night tonight. All right? When they showed the NXT commercials hyping up tomorrow's Women's Championship Summit, they were hyping up Thea Hale's award ceremony. You know what I see on my screen right now? I see talent. Talent being utilized, man. And right here, the best part of the night for me was watching that Tiffany Stratton vignette. She's back, baby. She'll be back tomorrow night. We'll be here covering NXT. Make sure you don't miss it. And I agree with you, Totowa Tom. Tommy Dreamer would have got a huge pop in Philadelphia. But, unfortunately, Tommy Dreamer's in Impact Wrestling, and nobody gives a shit about him in the WWE anymore.
And to Tom's point, why we can't get an ECW?
Because Paul Heyman said it best.
We can't get
ECW is fucking dead.
Rob Van Dam. Why we can't get Rob Van Dam?
What's the guy's name that does the ECW show at the 2300 in Philly? Not
Rob
Feinstein. Not the other guy.
Timmy Embler?
Yeah, he made a post tonight on Facebook saying, oh, Paul Heyman said ECW is dead. We'll see about that. That guy's determined, man. To bring
You see he's got both Dudley Boys wrestling, right?
No, I don't think they're wrestling. I think they're just doing autographs.
Devon's retired.
Yeah,
Devon's
not wrestling.
1,000%? All right.
Yeah, he's
They're just doing autographs. But
because he put it on the side. Yeah, he put it on the side of the page with the event that night versus the con. So I was
gonna message that motherfucker and I'm gonna tell him you owe me a Devon autograph because I fucking paid for a Devon autograph combo. So I'm gonna come down there, and if I don't get my Devon autograph for fucking free, not only am I going to assault you, but you won't be going to any of your shows for the rest of the year. That's how bad I'm gonna fuck you up. Like on some real shit. Grimy. They didn't even want to give me an 8x10. They didn't want to give me a refund. They just said, nah, he's not coming. Fuck you and your mama. Oh, yeah? Okay. No, I don't care anymore. Gilch, I'm not a scumbag like that, man. $10 is $10, man. Eggs are $9 now for 12 almost. It's getting wild out there, man. I want my money back. I want my goddamn autograph.
On that note, shout out to Lou. Shout out to Timmy and BCW.
Yo, Mark. This guy. All right, go ahead, Lewis. Apparently you want to talk, so go for it. Talk.
Not right now.
Not right now? You got
Not right now.
How about this beautiful picture?
You'll see why soon. You'll see why soon.
How about this beautiful picture here of Bianca Belair and Sonya Deville? They're going to have a match right now. And, of course, Bianca's going to win the match because it's obvious, right? She's the women's champ. She's going to hit the KOD. She's going to beat Sonya Deville, and that's going to be the end of that. And I don't think anybody cares about it. I'm going to go to Gilch because Gilch said something about this photo. Gilch, what do you got for me on this photo right here? Because I know you were liking it.
Fire. She looks fucking amazing. She looks amazing here. I don't know if it's the makeup with what she's got going on, but she looks. I mean, she always looks really good. Let's face it. Hopefully, we'll see a little better than we've seen in the ring coming up.
Okay. Do we see? I guess we can talk about that in a moment. Before we get into that match between Alexa and Bianca Belair, let's talk about this man. We got another video package of Cody Rhodes. Jay, it sounds like you have something to say. What do you want to tell us about Cody Rhodes in this video package we got tonight?
I'm gonna say this because I'm sick of this shit. All right, I'm gonna just say this. For WWE to announce Cody Rhodes' return weeks before the Rumble, that just tells me one thing, that they're confident in all the surprises they got. I think we're gonna expect something real big in the Rumble, bigger than Cody.
Okay, what do you expect to see?
I don't know, man. I heard they made a big blockbuster deal to Stone Cold to appear in WrestleMania, man. I don't know, man. Anything's possible.
So what are like big names like we are thinking like on that level? I mean, look, Cardona's a big name for us, but is he that big of a name for a 15, 20-year-old WWE fan?
Are we talking about like Royal Rumble surprise entries?
Yeah, Royal Rumble. Yeah.
Yeah, if you're saying that, Gilch, then I think you agree with me that there's something bigger than Cody in this Rumble. If you're gonna make an announcement that big, why not keep it a secret?
Yeah,
because they have, like you said, other surprises that they're probably happy with. Maybe a Jay White, probably Riddle's coming back, maybe Randy Orton's coming back, even though I don't think that's likely. Although I did see pictures of Randy Orton today, he's up and about. So
you know what's wild though?
Never know.
Even Jay White, does the average 15 to 25-year-old WWE fan even have a fucking clue who he is?
I wouldn't mind Stone Cold.
They were talking about offering Stone Cold a match with Roman Reigns at WrestleMania, big money match.
I wouldn't mind.
Got turned down.
I would not mind.
How about you, Lewis? Who do you want to see at the Rumble on Saturday, man?
I kind of hope for that Jay White surprise, or just something that doesn't seem normal. You know, a New Japan surprise, just something new, something we don't expect. Different. I hate when
Nick Aldis.
Nick Aldis would be cool. Just
how about
somebody.
How about like maybe one of the champions from New Japan?
Anybody, just somebody that we don't expect to come. I'm so tired of seeing people that I expect.
Hey, maybe Tony Khan will lend WWE Danhausen for the weekend.
Yeah, just like they lend Billy Gunn today.
How about Bobby Roode and James Storm?
That would be cool.
Bobby Roode, I wish. I would be so happy if I heard his music play, but he just had neck fusion surgery.
I'm not going to lie. I pressed the button on the Bobby Roode entrance grate to play his theme music at least like once every 2-3 days.
If I didn't have him locked up in this display case, I would probably do the same. I know I was when he was up there. I love that music. I love that man, but I don't think we're going to get him at the Rumble.
Would be nice.
There are some other people that, maybe, but I don't know, man. I think they kind of blew their load with Cody, but obviously they have something planned. For them to announce Cody like this, they have something planned that they're happy with. So I guess we have to wait for it. Maybe Stone Cold even comes out in the ring.
I have a quick question. What the fuck is going on with that Jack? I'm so confused. There's a guy named Lewis with Lewis's picture, but I think
Jack has officially lost his mind.
Savage, I think you should look at your emails really quick.
I'm not looking at my emails right now. I'm not going down that rabbit hole right now.
You should look at your emails.
Why? Which email?
I don't know. Whatever you sent us the show on.
Okay. And what am I looking at here?
I think you should play that.
It said there was a video playing. There's a problem playing this video.
Oh, is there?
Yes.
Damn.
I'll download it.
Is it the same video we?
All right. I got the stupid video.
Even better.
I got the stupid video. Hold on.
It doesn't have any sound, but it'll do the trick. Just wait. Watch this. Oh!
Just happened.
That's Jack again.
That's Jack Sabbath booking himself to pin Simon Diamond at the Outlodge.
That referee looked very disgusted. That referee looked like he didn't want to make that call.
All right, I guess we can go back to actual wrestling now.
That was great.
Now let's go back to Cody Rhodes.
Shout out Jack.
Shout out to Jack. I love that jump off the top over there. We have it somewhere around here. I'm not going to play it right now, but that was hardcore. It was better than that. But it's probably better than what I did recently in the ring, so I can't really be one to talk anymore. Although my legs
Is that the La Greca lean that you never leaned for?
It was a La Greca lean into a leg drop. I leaned a little to the left and to the right. What do you want from me, man?
You just wanted to do a wrestling move in there.
Yeah, maybe. I'm not ignoring you, Mick Thomason. Stop thinking that you come in these rooms and everybody's ignoring you. You do realize there's other people in here, Mick Thomason. Mick? How many times do I gotta say your name? Where is he? Where's his picture? God damn it, Mick Thomason. Don't piss me off, man. Don't piss me off tonight, Mick Thomason. 30-man Royal Rumble. I think Cody's gonna win hands down. Do you guys have any picks?
Cody.
Picking the Joker.
It's either Cody or Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Picking the Joker.
The Joker? Who's the Joker?
Whoever the surprise is.
Why can't Kenny Omega just come to...
Well, here's the thing. So if you... Do you see Stone Cold winning the title if he wins the Royal Rumble?
I don't see him winning the Rumble.
That's my only thing. Like, that's why I see Cody winning. Because it's like, Cody can beat...
Yeah, like if we leave the Rumble and like Stone Cold or somebody else like that wins, where I can't literally see them holding the title.
I don't like the fact you've been gone for such a long time, and we just put you in there, and you expect me to just buy into a month or two of a match that's so big in caliber at WrestleMania against Roman. I can't really buy it right now.
You're talking Cody?
If you say SummerSlam, Cody and Roman and Cody and Gritty, yeah, I'll buy into it. But I just think it would be rushed so fast because you got to basically get Cody on fucking Raw and SmackDown to at least get you into it. And I don't want to be like that. I'd rather just let it be a slow burn.
Yeah, but I mean, how many Rumble winners went right into, a program with the champion not being in beforehand,
I mean, look at Austin busting his ass and finally got the Rumble and finally got his opportunity, right? How many times he was busting his ass on Raw fighting jobbers?
I just want a winner of the Rumble that I could project going to WrestleMania, and I actually, in my head, I'm not 100% sure if Roman's going to win. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if someone like Stone Cold wins it, you're not putting a title on the guy. So it's like, all right, what's going to happen now? Like, Cody's the only guy who won in the Rumble and winning the belt. I mean, I guess Seth, too, but it doesn't look like that's the plan.
They're feeding it down your throat every fucking commercial, every fucking segment, whether you're on Raw or SmackDown, or they bring it up on NXT here and there. I mean, they're feeding it down our throats, and I just think they're just rushing it. And I think it shouldn't even be like that.
The chat's on another level tonight.
What are some other guys that could win the Rumble that you could project beating Roman?
Matt Cardona. Well, anyway, real quick, how about the Women's Rumble? Let's get into it because we only got like 10 minutes left. I'm not staying on longer than an hour. Women's Rumble. Do you guys have any predictions?
Rhea Ripley, 100%.
I agree with you. Rhea Ripley is who I would like to see. How about you, Gilch? You got to pick.
Yeah, I agree with Jay Rhea.
How about you, Lewis?
I think I also agree. I think she makes the most sense out of everybody. I mean, I feel like they're booking her to be the next Chyna, and what a better start than winning the Royal Rumble.
Okay, I love this comment from Johannes. Hello from Germany. We appreciate you. And Total What Tom makes a great statement thinking Matt Cardona. He reminds us that he trademarked his Zack Ryder name, so WWE can't use it, which is really smart. And if they do bring him back, he's Matt Cardona or whatever new name they give him. Maybe he'll be Total Wazak. I don't know. They're gonna give him a name. I don't think they're gonna let him use Matt Cardona, man.
He could use Matt Cardona. He could use. Oh, you mean WWE?
Maybe they don't want him to be Matt Cardona. Maybe they're gonna make him be something else. I don't know.
I mean, Cardona said it himself. He wants to do the Razor Ramon to Scott Hall thing. Leaves as Razor Ramon, comes back as Scott Hall, leaves as Zack Ryder, comes back as Matt Cardona with a bigger brand.
I'm with it, man. I'm with it. I love Matt Cardona. I think he was an Independent Wrestler of the Year last year, killing the business. Had that last match musical. He's been all over the place. He deserves.
I love the enthusiasm, but they're pipe dreams. Come on, let's be real.
Everything's a pipe dream at some point.
I love it, though.
CM Punk coming back to AEW was a pipe dream, and it happened. All right, Pitch Black match. Does anybody even care? Predictions? Anything?
I don't even. How can we even fucking figure out what's going on here? We don't even know how this match is. Like, what is this match?
This is a match or a cinematic match?
So imagine the Mimosa Mayhem with a pool of Mountain Dew Pitch Black.
Okay.
I don't know. That's all I got.
Total what time? I don't think Sammy's going to win the Rumble because I think he's going to win the title, probably Elimination Chamber, one of the titles. That's what I think they're going to end up doing.
Sammy got the title.
I don't know. How about, okay, Bianca Belair versus Alexa Bliss, Raw Women's Championship live this Saturday at the Royal Rumble. Do we see a new women's champion?
No.
No way, right?
Oh, Belair's money and show tonight.
Okay, so Belair's money, it shows tonight. I appreciate you all here.
Building Belair and like a Rhea if she wins the Rumble would be really fun.
Nick Thomason thinks Bray Wyatt's going to win. I agree with that. Yeah, I think Bianca Belair's going to win. No question asked. Do we think we see Uncle Howdy in that match, or Uncle Duty, or
we're gonna see
all the gimmicks.
It's gonna be like, I think it's gonna be more like a presentation of like, you know, bullshit than an actual wrestling match.
We're gonna see a lot of Duty in that match.
They're gonna wrestle for about 5 minutes before Uncle Duty comes out, and maybe Bianca's gonna kick the shit out of Bo Dallas. Maybe.
I'll tell you what, though, if LA Knight succeeds in actually making this match watchable, he is definitely going to move on up to a bigger star than Bray Wyatt next year.
So, you know, Lewis told you that you should shh. Right? And Lewis thinks that he's winning the Royal Rumble. Mick Thomason also thinks that Alexa Bliss is the new champion. Honestly, though, I'll say this, Gilch. If Alexa Bliss does win, I wouldn't be shocked.
I'd be very
The way they've been pushing her, I wouldn't be shocked. It would surprise me a little.
Win, but you can't, man.
Yeah, I
Belair
agree.
and Ripley is money. Belair and Ripley's money in wrestling. That's money.
Yeah.
That sounds better.
There's a lot to consider for WrestleMania.
Bliss and Ripley doesn't really sell to me.
And obviously Roman Reigns wins this match, even though Kevin Owens did come out tonight and basically caused some chaos. By the way, real quick, let's talk about John Cena. He came out tonight to promote the video game. I like how he promotes a video game where he's getting his ass kicked in by The Rock. But he says that in this game, you can rewrite history. You can go back as Cena and win all those matches that he lost. And yada, 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 yada. Here's The Miz, a guy that beat John Cena at WrestleMania 27. He's out here bitching that there's no Miz TV, there's no championship match, blah, blah, blah. Kevin Owens comes out, basically just stuns him twice, once in the beginning, once in the end. And he says, he promises everybody at home, everyone around the world, that on Saturday he's going to die trying to dethrone Roman Reigns and bring back that title to someone that, you know, can represent it well. And he's sick and tired of Roman Reigns basically taking that, you know, title hostage. Anybody have anything to say about KO?
You should be disgraced that he's doing the stunner in a horrible, horrible way all the time, Savage. I can't believe you even support this guy. Are you a Stone Cold fan or a KO fan? You like KO stunners better than Stone Cold stunners? I can't believe this.
When did I say anything regarding it?
You know what,
He is
Jay?
a
Make
disgracing
me
Stone
sandwich.
Cold stunner.
Lewis, did I say anything about Kevin Owens being better than Stone Cold tonight?
Not to my recollection, no.
How about
Okay,
you,
but-
Mills? Did you?
No, but I'll tell you what, Kevin Owens stunners are more impactful than Stone Cold's when they hit.
I think the problem with Kevin Owens was...
I'm not even going to begin. I'm going to pretend that you didn't just say that. Pretend. Maybe now, in 2023, we'll go back to Stone Cold's prime. You can't tell me he wasn't doing better stunners.
Oh no, I just wanted to say something out there.
All right, he was just trying to troll.
Tad bit. Sorry, buddy.
Johannes agrees Bianca versus Charlotte at WrestleMania 39 would be great. And it kind of looks like that's what they're setting up for after tonight. But are we does that mean title unification?
Oh, no,
That's what it looks like.
I mean, if it is, it's kind of the way like Becky had it, not the way Roman has it.
Lewis, you don't get paid for this show, so I can't give you
I
more
know,
money.
sorry.
Right? I know you want more money. I know you want a raise. I mean, there's certain comments on here that I can't even.
Oh, you don't pay Lewis yet?
No, we don't pay Lewis. We don't pay Jay. We don't pay Gilch. We don't pay me.
What?
I don't even get fucking paid.
If it means anything, I'm the only one that doesn't have a sweatshirt dedicated to myself yet, so.
This shit's next level tonight. You should apologize for all this, Lewis. You really should. This is all your fault.
I'm sorry.
This is all your fault. Anybody else? Jay, I know you were dumping on Kevin Owens. Why don't you give us a quick 30-second rant on why Kevin Owens is not better than Stone Cold?
Look, guys, he's fat, he's sloppy, he's Canadian. He can't fucking kick a fucking gut of somebody to drop down and do a stunner. When he drops down, he can't even grab the fucking head. I don't even know why you guys support him. Every time he talks on the mic, he spits on the mic. Sometimes I don't even know. He sounds like Sylvester from Looney Tunes. Listen, this is too much for me. I'm sick and tired of hearing about KO and everybody think he's gonna win. It's a bunch of bullshit.
All the disrespect for the fucking prize fighter. Oh my lord.
Lewis, you think he's fat too?
Oh, he's obese.
He's obese. God damn.
And he will have another world title run before 2025.
I mean, theoretically, look at his leg.
His
His left leg isn't even above the first rope.
Look at him. Struggling.
I mean, last time I checked, let me show you a video. All right, I wanted to show you something.
Show those KO's bloopers.
Don't Google
KO
best stunner.
All you get are Mikey Whipwreck highlights.
No, we're not gonna watch this.
KO.
No. I wanted to show you that I got my leg up way higher in the air than Kevin Owens did. All right, let's watch this again. All right, pay attention closely. Okay, look how high my leg gets. It
not
goes
even lean, bro.
second rope. My leg was over the second rope. Now let's go back to this shit show.
Wait. You gotta play the crowd's reaction once you drop, because they were like, whoa.
No, I'm pretty sure I was getting booed.
Owens is also on the way down in that picture. It's a little deceitful in picture.
I'm definitely being biased tonight. I love Kevin Owens. Listen, Kevin Steen. Last night, I don't know if you guys know this. Last night I did the Briscoe tribute show. Okay, and I was watching matches all day with the Briscoes. That match between the Briscoes and Generico and Kevin Steen, what a fucking banger, man. One of the better tag team matches I've ever seen in my life. I highly recommend everybody go do that. Good news on that front. The daughter, the one that was in critical condition, she got a lot of movement back in her legs today. There was a lot of good news yesterday, a lot of good news tonight. So I'm very happy to hear that. They've raised over $280,000. I have the link in that description of the video of the Briscoe tribute if you guys want to donate. And also Ring of Honor and AEW put on new shirts today. That 100% of the proceeds go to the family. So if you guys want to support the Briscoes, please go do so.
New Japan Wrestling is going to be at ECW Arena in April.
That's hype.
That's pretty cool.
I've yet to been to a New Japan event, so I'm kind of eyeballing that one maybe.
I think they've ran a couple Manhattan shows, like obviously not counting the Garden show.
They did a Manhattan show I think in the last couple months if I remember correctly. Yeah.
I'm very sad that I'm never going to be able to see the Briscoes wrestle again, man. That shit fucking... As a new fan of them, it's very, very disturbing, very upsetting.
You watched the match we just watched with them and FTR, and you, of course you do. You appreciate it. You're like, man, that's an all-timer. I can't wait to the next one. They're going to put on 20 more bangers together, and then you wake up the next day, and we've seen his last match.
I mean, think about it like this. I think we all agreed that our tag team match of the year was the Briscoes versus FTR. And
100%.
to see a month later, you know, a fourth of that match gone.
Yeah.
Fucking terrible. Do you guys have any other suggestions or guesses on what the Undertaker whispered in Bray's ear? I think he whispered to him, I have gas.
I think it was one of those like passing of the torch kind of things, like your time, you know, like this is your time to shine now kind of deal, you know?
You remember the Taker... God, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Oh, you're good.
No, I was just going to say, do you remember the Taker Roman like promos where they were doing like, this is my yard, when they fought the WrestleMania match? I think he leaned over and said, it's your yard now, boy.
Maybe. All right, let's get into this main event, man. Let's get into this main event real quick before we end the night. Bobby Lashley fighting Theory in a no DQ match. Theory pulling out all the stops, has the fire extinguisher, pulls a steel chair because there's no DQs. You see Bobby Lashley putting Theory through a table with a choke slam. And then, of course, this guy has to come out. Brock Lesnar comes out, hits that 5 on Bobby, and then hits that 5 on Theory. and then that actually covers Bobby, and Theory is your winner and still your United States champion. Theory. Terrible match. Terrible.
I'm ready to talk about the top 3 Raw moments for all of us.
Go for it, man. Let's end this show. Go. What are your top 3 moments?
I'm gonna start off with number 3 here. November 4, 1996. Basically, Pillman got a gun segment. That was probably one of the most scariest thing I think I saw as a kid, to be honest. I never saw somebody on a wrestling show hold a fucking gun, to be honest with you. I thought it was pretty cool. I thought it was pretty real because everybody was talking about it at school the next day. I remember in math class when I was fucking crying. So it was fucking crazy that day, man. That's all I was fucking talking about, like the whole fucking day. So to me, that moment was a number 3 for me.
Okay. Anybody else have a number 3 moment?
I mean, I tried to pick moments from a time that I actually watched wrestling, because obviously I'm a lot younger than you guys. So my number 3 was Jeff Hardy jumping off the Titantron onto Randy Orton. You know, that was the first real moment in wrestling that I saw. It was like, wow, this is insane. You know, so that's why that one was my number 3.
Okay. How about you, Gil? You got a 3 moment?
I got 3 moments. I'm having a hard time putting them in order. You want me just to spew off one of them?
Just spew out all 3, man.
Critical's WWE debut. Still maybe my favorite fucking WWE debut ever. Second one would be DX invades WCW when they drove the truck up to the fucking arena, and Eric Bischoff made the biggest mistake ever in closing the gate instead of opening the gate. And the last one would be the Stone Cold beer truck.
Okay. And now Jay and Lewis, how about your 1 and 2s? You agree with him?
No, I don't know. You want to go first?
I'm just surprised Gil didn't have the pipe bomb on there. Little CM Punk fan.
Yeah. So that was kind of throughout like Punk's prime run. I had a couple like my take a break from wrestling years. So a lot of Punk's run is broken up in parts of me where I watched. I didn't watch, but.
So, for me, my number 2. This is really unique. I don't think anybody has this at their number 8 anymore. My number 2 was right after WrestleMania. It was what? WrestleMania 33? It was basically when Roman Reigns came out and basically said only 5 words. This is my yard now. I thought that was one of the biggest pops we ever got. The whole crowd for 5 minutes was chanting Undertaker, Undertaker, Undertaker. Roman Reigns music hit, the crowd goes ballistic in Florida. They go insane. The whole arena is booing the shit out of him every time he tries to grab the mic for 10 minutes. Wouldn't let him talk. He says 5 words. That basically said to me right there, I'm the fucking man now. That's it.
Okay. For me, my top 3 Raw moments, I think I told you guys before, my number 1 moment was when Stone Cold and Mike Tyson had that confrontation at the end of the night. That was just like Raw in its prime for me. Number 2 would have to be when Stone Cold and The Rock were going at it on that bridge and they threw the title over into the river. And number 3 is when Vince McMahon came clean about being behind the corporate ministry. I thought that was absolute gold.
I'll just say, like, all of us, like everyone that we've mentioned so far, has been on like every I Googled random top 10 list, and we're all on that. Yeah.
Mick over here thinks his favorite is when Mick Foley won his first title, and that's probably
also
in my top 10.
That's top.
That's
10.
in my top 10. I love it, man. And Tantalizing Tony, big shout out to you. We appreciate you. I know you went to Raw tonight. He was there live. He was streaming from there. He was all over the place doing a lot of stuff, carrying those titles. He took his son there for his first Monday Night Raw.
Nice.
Tony, I'm sorry that the first Raw you had to take your son to was only half good, and like you said, the first half was good, and it is what it is, man. It is what it is.
The legends, man.
Triple H was too busy getting ready for his promo. He couldn't really take care of the show, you know?
My number 4 Raw is when Triple H was on top of Stone Cold on the announce table after knocking his ass out with a sledgehammer and basically proclaiming to the WWF universe at the time, that I am the game.
I really want to know
You don't
what
wanna play.
happened to that acknowledgement ceremony. I think we need to ask Alpha Jr. and be like, hey, what the hell?
No. We can't. First of all, you're asking Alpha Jr. nothing.
What's going on?
You won't be on the show for Alpha Jr. Lewis won't be on the show for Alpha
They
Jr.
canceled it. I'm pretty sure he's liable to talk about it.
I asked him on Saturday if he was still going to Raw for that segment.
He
The only
was
thing he
supposed
told
to go
me.
to Raw.
The only thing he told me is that they canceled the entire segment in general. There was supposed to be more than just Alpha going. The parents were going to go. The
Well, it was
uncles were gonna
supposed to
go.
be Kishi, Samu, Alpha, Sika, like the whole shebang.
They probably something happened where everybody just couldn't make it, so they figured, fuck it, why do it if we can't do it right?
Yeah.
So I'm assuming that's what happened, and that's why they did this whole trial thing. And I agree with Jay; it's kind of stupid to do a trial and then not have a courtroom. That thing would have been better served as a vignette in a courtroom with Paul Heyman wearing a fucking judge's robe with the white hair, like, you know, really go in on it, making a comedy skit.
They did it Judge Judy style, where she kind of just picks it herself, and Roman was Judge Judy.
I would have liked it if Judge Judy was actually on the show more
that
than
would
what
be
I
great.
fucking got.
Some, I'm going to rattle off real quick some random great Raw moments.
Sure.
Actually, I was gonna say before you do that, I'll pick my other two. Nexus's
forgot.
debut.
Yeah.
Nexus's debut, because that was the first time in wrestling where I was just like, because at that point I wasn't smart to wrestling, and I'm like, holy shit. Like, I knew who the Nexus, like, I knew who the NXT guys were, but I thought they were legitimately beating the shit out of John Cena, beating the crap out of everybody, and I was, like, actually scared.
Tony says he knows exactly what happened. Go for it, Tony. You can let us know in the chat, man. Exactly what happened.
And then my other one is Ziggler's cash-in after WrestleMania against Alberto Del Rio. I just felt like the...
Is that when he had with Big E and
Big E, yeah.
Jay Lee? Yeah, that was great.
What happened after that was total shit. But, you know,
was still
the
good.
crowd reaction that he got when he won the title, like, that to me was such a huge moment that sometimes I feel like even gets underlooked.
That's an underlooked one, too, when Seth turned heel, breaking up the Shield. That was a pretty good
That's a
one.
good one. Shane McMahon buys WCW.
Yeah, I was actually going to put that in my
Yeah,
top
I
five,
think I
too,
got
man.
it.
When just, not even when Shane bought it, but when Vince was on WCW and Raw at the same
Yeah, that
time.
whole segment. Yeah.
Just that beginning, the way it opened up, and you're like, let me go get my other TV.
What the
Is
fuck's
this really
going
happening?
on?
Is this really happening? Vince
Yeah.
is here. Vince is here. This is good shit. Yeah, that was one of the best ones, man.
Like Lewis mentioned, Punk, obviously. The Rock, This Is Your Life. That was a good one.
Yeah, that was all right. That was okay. I wasn't a big fan of the Rock and Sock connection. I know I'm probably gonna get a lot of heat for that.
Like
Kevin
Lewis
Owens.
mentioned, Nexus is up there.
Kevin Owens wins the Universal title.
So
on Raw.
Rikishi got sick. Alpha and Sika weren't ready to make that trip, so they scraped it. Like I said earlier, I figured that was it. Someone couldn't make it, or a lot of people couldn't make it, and that was the end of it. There's no point in doing it if they can't get everybody there.
I mean, you could make a storyline down the road where you're just like, well, Roman said this, but let's go to a higher court. And, you know, play off with something like that. Just to still have that segment.
And I don't know how I feel about the Judgment Day just taking the L tonight, like clean, either.
Too early. Too early for that feud to happen.
Yeah, like why have that feud? Why not have it come out, be some kind of DQ shit? I know Dilch loves it because Sammy gets to look good and he's the hero.
Let's shout out MLW for getting a TV deal on Tuesday nights on Reels. How about that? We're finally gonna see Alexander Hammerstone finally more on TV. I think that's what we need to focus on. Alexander Stone against Maduka, the title, February 7th. So I can't wait for that. Shout out to them. Congratulations.
When is NWA getting a TV?
Never.
No.
Any news on AEW and Rampage? Is it going to be changing to 2 hours? Because I heard they're going to start doing live shows as well.
For Rampage?
No, for AEW in general. They're going to start doing house shows this year.
Oh, okay.
That's the
I was gonna say, speaking of MLW before, did you guys see the figures that they put out? Of Hammerstone, Fatu, Mads Kruger, and Karrion Kross, or Killer Kross, funny enough.
All right, look.
They're really dope.
Again, I just want to shout out, if you guys missed it yesterday, I did a tribute show to Jay Briscoe. Good show. I broke down his career, the legacy. Jay Briscoe, my apologies. I broke down the career, the legacy, the titles, how many times he won championships, what companies he won championships with, and then all the information if you guys want to provide to the family some support. Tonight, where you're watching this, Monday Night Raw. Tomorrow, we're going to be covering NXT, Jay's favorite show of the week. Some big things happening on NXT tomorrow. I'm excited. Wednesday, we're going to have another stacked Dynamite show. Some good matches coming up. I'm actually pretty excited about the card for Dynamite. And Thursday, Alpha Anoa'i Jr., Bloodline member, is going to be here. And he's bringing some talent with him from Battlefield Pro Wrestling. Snitsky's going to be on the show and some of his other talent to be talking about. I believe Phil Insane's going to be on the show, and he's main eventing with Tommy Dreamer. So it's going to be Alpha, some of his boys, and we're going to be talking wrestling, life, Samoan Dynasty, and then, of course, Evil Intent, which is coming up the day after the Rumble. So you're not going to miss that one. It's going to be a good one. And then Saturday, me and Jay, and after what happened with Anthony tonight, I don't know. Anthony might
very
be
upset
retired.
at me dissing Kurt Angle. He's very upset, folks. Please.
No, were you dissing Kurt Angle or was it somebody else?
Yeah,
You were making?
he looked lost. He looked like he was on drugs. He didn't even know. What
Oh
he
no!
was doing.
Well, I said he always looks like that.
What happened with Anthony? Does anybody know?
Man. I don't know, Savage.
Jay was saying something, and I told Ant to hold on to Jay.
Oh, his internet went out.
Oh,
Oh, the internet went out.
yeah, yeah. He was telling me last night I was trying to help him set up because he's gonna have he's supposed to
Look,
be
guys,
streaming.
let's be
on Friday.
real. The next few weeks is going to determine everybody's outcome and everybody's path at WrestleMania. We're going to see if the crowd can really lift Sami Zayn past Cody Rhodes, which I would choose. If I had to choose who will win, Sami or Cody, I press the button on Sami. Sorry, folks. Sorry.
Have a good night, Tony. Appreciate you passing by. Steven Chambers, everybody buy the AEW t-shirt. And Johannes, he's a smart guy. He's hyped for the Wrestling with Savage Royal Rumble play-by-play because he knows how I get down. I get excited for pay-per-views, and I love calling matches. And you know why I love pay-per-views, Lewis? Because we see wrestling at pay-per-views. I love pay-per-views more than these Raws sometimes. Because I'm a guy that I enjoy matches. Matches with wrestling.
Think about it like this: a lot of fans only watch the pay-per-views. They don't even watch Raw and SmackDown anymore.
True.
Nah, you're not wrong. And Gilch, you're right. That visit to Stone Cold in the hospital, anybody could say that's number one moment. It's up there. It was probably the funniest thing that they've ever done on Raw when he pulled out that bedpan and cracked him in the head.
Yes.
Great. And Nick, you just said before your all-time favorite Monday Night Raw moment was Mick Foley winning. And now you're switching it to the milk bath. So you got to pick, man. Which one is your all-time favorite? You can't have two all-time favorites.
The game with Stephanie.
How
Oh,
about
Edgelita.
Oh,
Edgelita's
yes.
celebration. Oh my
That was
god.
good, man. That was good.
Forgot
That was
about
Rod. How about when Stephanie was crucified to the Undertaker crowd?
Yep, that was wild. A lot of those, like that corporate ministry, man. That I mean, some of those segments that they pulled off back then. Today, forget about it, man.
I need to find out.
WWE would be taking off all TV if they did some of that stuff.
Big Boss Man attaching his car to Big Show's father's casket. Was that Raw or SmackDown? Because if that was Raw, I'm changing my whole fucking list.
Let's take a look.
You
That's
remember
not
that,
Raw.
Lewis?
That's not Raw.
I think it was SmackDown.
I've definitely
Yeah.
done my little bit of research on the Peacocks.
That's a good question. I think that was Raw. The grocery store fight between Stone Cold and Booker T. That was another great one. I think that was a Raw. It could have been SmackDown. It's hard to remember.
They didn't,
Oh, that was SmackDown. It's
Oh,
SmackDown.
yeah, I figured it was SmackDown. So to me, that's definitely my top 3 SmackDown moments of all time. When Big Show attached that car to that casket and just drove off the funeral with it. Big Show holding on. Please, no, Daddy. Oh, I was dying.
when X-Pac, who did X-Pac beat for the IC title live on Raw? Very, very early on Raw. He wasn't
Razor
X-Pac. He was
Ramon.
1, 2, 3. Well, it's the 1, 2, 3 kid, right? It was like a huge upset. I can remember it was going to look like a
1, 2, 3
squash, and he won the belt. Yeah, that was a cool moment.
What didn't he have a different name before he beat Razor Ramon? And then when he beat him, he was called the 1, 2, 3.
The Lightning Kid.
The Lightning
Yes,
Kid.
I remember the lightning bolt on his fucking gear. Yeah.
The 3-pack just came out, that Raw 3-pack. Actually, like, you guys know what I'm talking about? The Elites, the Razor, the Undertaker. That pack actually annoys me because it says 123 Kid on it, but if you look on the figure and turn it around, it says Lightning Kid. So I'm like, why couldn't you have just written Lightning Kid?
I know Xbox has one of the most expensive Hasbro figures. Like, it's hard to find. Like,
Green card, yeah.
Green card.
Yep.
Anyway, this has been Wrestling with Savage. Lewis, thank you so much for coming on here. Jay, again, as always, thank you. Gilch, thank you. You're too sweet. Big shout out to Tantalizing Tony, Mick Thomason, Steven Chambers, Chop City Wrestling. I even give a shout out to Jack from the Wrestling Universe for trolling nasty tonight. We're going to be, let me play his video real quick, and then we're going to end the show. What's going on, everybody? Let's get right into it. I want to talk to you about all the upcoming events at the Wrestling Universe. They have a show coming up that What's going on, everybody? Let's get right into it. I want to talk to you about all the upcoming events at the I don't know. I think that video is damaged, just like the chat has been damaged tonight. But anyway, Jack from the Wrestling Universe does have a show coming up, Lightning in a Bottle. Lewis, do you want to add anything? That they have some matches added to that?
Just announced the SATs versus the Natural Vibes. So Ring of Honor Originals, as Jack likes to say, ICW Originals, the SATs against the Dragon Gate Tag Team Champions, basically. So.
Okay. All right. I like it.
Bad.
We'll be there. We have a vendor table. We're sponsoring that. Jay, are you coming to the Creative Pro show?
Probably.
All right. Let's make it happen, man, because we haven't been all to a show together like ever, I don't think. And it's all your fault. You're the only one, Jay. You're the missing link.
I gotta get some gear, man. I'll be ready.
Get some gear. We'll figure it out. But Jay's out of here. Lewis is out of here. Gilch is out of here. I'm going to be out of here any second now. But don't forget, this Sunday, I'm sorry, I still think Baby was Sunday. This Saturday, Royal Rumble live play-by-play. Make sure you pass by. Everybody have a good night. Take care, man. We'll catch you guys next time right here on Wrestling with Savage, man.
Mr. Kennedy, and he has a lot to say to everyone. Gonna be on Wrestling with Savage. Stop yelling so much. Why are you yelling? Why are you yelling? I'm excited. Watching this. This is Mr. Kennedy taking a chop from Savage. He just gave me a nice stiff one. Nice stiff one. Solid. So appreciate you, brother.
You're watching Wrestling with Savage, the best late night wrestling show in the world.
Say you are listening to Wrestling with Savage, the best podcast in the history of podcasts.
Pedigree, 1, 2, 3, Roger, you live by the champ. Her last ride straight to hell, a tombstone, a choke slam. Here to give it to you raw. This is Wrestling with Savage, SmackDown, hold the title. This is Wrestling with Savage, raw.
Because they